It's the high moments.
You can say 안녕.
안녕! And then the Jackson went. So, a few months ago, right? A few months ago, Juliana here. My friend, my Annie. Wait! I'm the magnet.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I have magnet. I have grandpa energy.
You have magnet energy, but like in the sense of those magnets that don't look like a magnet. They're like, there's no fucking way.
Like Jongho from ATEEZ.
Right. That guy.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. She asked me to rank Spanish words in K-pop. You know we have 2 degrees in English. You have heard me speak Spanish.
Yes.
And you think I'm qualified.
No, but like you're a grammar freak.
I am a grammar freak.
She's got a point.
I tried to be as objective as I could, but
You can't.
I can't. Because I love some of these songs and I hate, like absolute hatred, absolute loathe. I love some of these songs. So, but I try to be as objective as possible. The first thing I wrote was, have you ever heard a K-pop song and thought, God, I wish they were singing Spanish?
Never. Not once.
So we have, I think, 4 categories. The first one is standing ovation for the songs that went above and beyond from what we deserve. Then the next category is you tried and we are grateful for the songs that I get what you were trying to do. I get it and thank you. One step down from that, we have I don't really get it, but it's a bop. And I cannot make it not bop. If it bops, it bops. Last category is you did this for what? For the songs with questionable choices. So I felt like we needed to start, top of the top. This is the standard. Top of the pyramid, This group, it's basically Latino.
Okay.
I'm not talking about card.
Like, you say Latino? Is it DAB?
It is VIP.
That's
Yes.
the only other Latina group there is.
They're factually and contractually Latinos. And the song I'm talking about is Señorita.
Oh yeah, it's a good one.
It's a good one! Okay, all I had to say about this was, this is not a K-pop song. This is a Latin song sung in Korean.
Yes.
This is a fact.
That's just DAB music.
I also wrote, I love the fact that they're all dressed normally. Sometimes when K-pop groups do a Latin concept, they go really traditional, especially when the song is not super traditional. This is a reggaeton song. Why would we be dressed as gauchos, for example? But I love, they were like, no, they have normal clothes. They have normal clothes over there too. Also, the amount of Spanish in the song.
Yes. And it's good Spanish.
It is good Spanish. I also wrote that down. I was like, very good Spanish. I'm going to talk about if I say cariño.
Oh, I know. Vamos a la fiesta. Vamos a la fiesta.
This is a you tried and we are grateful because there's so much Spanish in that song.
They really tried.
They really tried. They really did try. Is it questionable at times?
It's not that Latin, so I appreciate
It's not that Latin. Yeah.
It's like they have Spanish, but it's not like Latin.
It's not a Latin song.
Right.
It's true. Usually, when K-pop groups do Latin concepts, you can hear like the Cuban guitar. Oh, I know what's coming. I wrote, is the Spanish good?
Would be worse.
It's a little bit like exaggerated. Like it's a little bit over the top.
Cariño. You're gonna tell me that you don't say cariño?
I don't go about my day going cariño. I like it in a satirical way. Like Veronet from High School Musical?
I mean, Pretty iconic if you say it.
Pretty iconic. And this is an iconic song. I wrote, the members sold the song for me. I wrote, they believed in it, so it was real for me. This is the definition of I don't really get it. Oh, sole mío.
Oh, sole mío, te quiero.
Oh.
I don't get it.
Yeah, no, it's about.
But it's about.
It's about once you start listening, like, you listen to it once and you're like, what the fuck is this? But the second time,
And you watch the music video, you're also like, what the fuck?
But the second time, it's just like,
It's stuck. They sing in 6 different languages. Wait, Korean, Japanese, Latin, Spanish, English, Italian. Yeah.
What is it in Japanese?
I don't know, but I looked it up and they were like, yeah, there's 6 languages. One is Japanese. Also, well, I was looking up, just to see, I looked up most of these songs just to check if they were actually in Spanish or what the fuck was going on in general. And I read that this is a Latin pop song. For me, it's like super Spanish. Like if it were in the soundtrack of the Cheetah Girls 2,
Yeah.
it would make sense. I'm like, oh yeah. They called it a Latin pop song. I thought it was Spanish inspired, and yet the title is in Italian. So,
I
a lot to
mean,
take
it's
in.
just for us.
It's for us, multilingual. It's definitely like a worldwide song. But they also included Latin.
Yeah, I have a problem with the Latin because they say ecdomio and it's ergo.
Oh my god.
I mean, I don't know if it's mispronounced. It's their language.
Yeah. Who are we gonna ask? Where's the music for people that want to speak Latin?
Church?
This is Baby Don't Stop by NCT U. It makes no sense. There's no, I mean, you don't have to have a Latin concept in order to have Spanish in your songs. This is true. But when we're talking about Estoy loco, mi dulce coco, like, sometimes I can't sleep at night and I'm like, what did they mean? What did they mean when they said Estoy loco, mi dulce coco? What is that?
Are we?
Are we the coconuts?
I mean, technically, coconuts are mammals.
I don't want to go there. Tú eres by New Kid. A big thing for me when categorizing these songs was if there was context to the Spanish. Because I feel like that adds to the story. The thing about this song is that before they say tú eres bonita, they say, how can I explain this? So I feel like the context is that they're talking to a girl, but she's Latin.
Oh.
So he's like, how can I say this? How can I say you put that in Spanish? And they go, tú eres bonita. Also, the other Spanish they have in the song is estarás conmigo. And when have you ever heard a Spanish word in K-pop that's conjugated? Future tense right here. They did their research, and for that, we're grateful. Okay, how do I introduce you? I think it speaks for itself.
Yeah.
What is going on here? So my roommate arrived, and she will help me rank the rest of them. Loco by ITZY.
I'm getting loco.
Yeah, great song.
Great song, but
Okay.
in Spanish, all nouns and adjectives have a gender. This is a sort of quote-unquote rule, but also it does not apply always.
Never
It's
right.
really, it's never right. But if a word ends with A, what is the class?
Feminine.
Yeah, and if it ends with O,
It's masculine.
exactly. So now it's here saying, I'm getting loco.
Yes.
What is it implying in Spanish?
It's implying that they are masculine.
They are male. They are crazy males. Why did they use loco in Spanish?
What was
the reason behind it? There's none. Chiquita, but rocket punch. To me, it's a perfect song. But the only Spanish word in the whole song is chiquita. Why so serious? Waiting. All day long playing. I'll just laugh it off. Chiquita, chiquita. What? The moment I say the name, I need you to stand up because this is a standing ovation one, okay? Ven para by Weekly.
Also, they treated me like a dog in that song. The way they sing them.
Ven para acá. Do you guys want to know what the lyrics say?
Yes, please.
What do you think the song is about?
Oh,
What?
Actually, they want me to come over.
oh well, of course they did.
How do we feel about Santa Monica by Nick?
Bonita Santa Monica.
I love it. I love it.
What does it rhyme with bonita? Santa Monica.
Oh my god.
This is given like
Scenario.
okay, so there was one line that stood up to me, right? Of course, I will be a good father for my baby and for our baby.
What?
Disgusting.
Siesta by Weki Meki.
How could someone be a siesta?
The concept is sort of like you are my power nap.
Oh,
This is a Christmas classic. It's Christmas Evil by Stray
that's nice.
Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad.
If it only said Feliz Navidad, it would go in like, you tried, we are grateful, thanks for including us in your Christmas music. But the fact that they rhymed it with Felix Never Bad. Adios by Everglow. Yes. Mamacita by Super Junior. No. Oh, girl.
That can be so good or so bad.
Hot Sauce by NCT Dream.
Yes. That's a masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece. I tried to look up if it was a sample that came from somewhere, and no one knows absolutely anything on the internet. This is the only one that they do not sing Spanish at all. It's just incorporated in the production.
But I have to add it to the list.
No, I'm saying this is a masterpiece.
BAB.
BAB, exactly.
Yo quiero conocerte de verdad.
Quiero conocerte de verdad. That's a mouthful.
They're like making full sentences. It's not like just
And the
words.
R pronunciation in conocerte is so good. And there's also two members that rap in Spanish.
Huh?
In the rap says tíralo atrás, which I think is the literal translation from throw it back. Tíralo atrás.
Unless it's a dead body.
Dead body. I also wrote down, from now on, if someone asks me to play reggaeton, I'm just gonna play VAB's entire discography.
감사합니다.
We have character there. Look at us. Ping Pong by Hunan Dawn.
Yeah.
The Spanish was not needed. Why was it there? No one knows. But it's about Fantasia by Bonsai.
Fantasia, fantasia.
I don't get it. It's about Adios by Hoodie. Standing ovation. We clap. Spit It Out by Solar.
Sin prisa pero sin pausa.
Sin prisa pero sin pausa.
That's a good phrase.
It's a good phrase, but
How did
how
it
did
get to Korea?
how did it get to Korea? Who in Korea is going sin prisa pero sin pausa? And Solar was like,
Yeah.
I agree. So true, Bessie. The next one is Loro by Tribe. I think there's layers to this one. When I heard No juegues conmigo, no somos amigos, I was intrigued. I was rooting for them. Then they hit me with Me like dinamita, so what no me importa.
Wait, what?
But then they sing Vida la viva. Not viva la vida. Think about it, digest it.
I cannot.
The song is Flamingo by Botopas.
Hola amiga, sigue un momento.
An innocent and pure swan? Don't expect that from me. Hola amigo, sí, un momento. I want a more honest heart. That's the context of the song. Do you think I'm a swan? Hola amigo, sí, un momento. I want an honest heart.
It's kind of weird.
It's weird.
It's like, hola amigo.
you know how you talk. Hi friend.
Unless you're like Mickey Mouse.
Did you see the music video for this song?
No.
Let's just say, if it were a scent, it's fruity. Daddy by Treasure. So hear me out. This was going to go in the I don't get it, but it's about because it is.
It is about.
But there's a marimba, and it comes on when they're doing the conga line. So having Spanish words is like a sweet little nod to the marimba.
Okay. You're just making excuses for this.
We have Record by Omega Sapiens featuring Vernon of 17.
Call me K-pop poppy.
Didn't he sit down one day and he was like, what can I be called? Magnetic by Monsta X featuring Sebastián Yatra.
Lo nuestro es fuego.
He says, I am. I, no coma.
What?
No coma.
Ah, like, don't eat.
Exactly.
I mean, it's weird because doesn't he start like a song saying, eat this?
Exactly. And now he's like, don't eat.
Also, he has another one where he says, I want you to be like a main dish.
What's with all the eating?
Decide, my man.
He likes to be eaten, I guess.